Right, this is the Grandparent Interview about leaving a legacy, not a will. And that we're doing this in October 2015, so I'm about to introduce my parents to the interview process. So, the first question is, what great memories do you have of your school days?
Well, I went to Stanwick Junior School, or primary school rather, and I used to walk to school every morning, and I used to go home for lunch, and I remember really sunny days. They always seemed to be really sunny.
What was it like growing up in your home, and what funny stories can you remember?
My first real memory was Coronation Day 1953, I think. It was 1953, wasn't it? Where we had a television, that was the first television we had, which was sort of about 12 inches square, wasn't it? And we had a fire in the kitchen, not in the kitchen, hen roost caught on fire the same day, but we weren't allowed out to see it because we'd washed our hair and we weren't allowed out.
How did you guys meet?
In Young Farmers Club. I belonged to Thruxton Young Farmers, and we had belonged to Oundle. And we used to have dances every so often, and I think it was probably one of those dances that we met, wasn't it?
I can't remember to be
It made that much of an impact.
either at the hockey field, either that or playing hockey.
Yeah, he might have hit me with his hockey stick.
So then, what was it like being a parent for the first time, and what specific memories can you recall from these days?
I can remember my neighbour coming across and saying, "You're always feeding that baby." I said, "Well, he's always hungry."
What are your greatest memories as a family unit?
Dearest memory is of our holiday in Botswana when we took you and Ruth one Christmas, and that was my most exciting moment, I think.
Right, so next question is, what was the worst trouble you got into and why?
It was the worst trouble.
Your mum was perfect, and I was almost perfect.
And now for the real story.
I got into trouble, I think, when I went home after having a party, an all-night party somewhere over in the woods. Got home about 6 o'clock, and Mother and Father had sent John and Bernard looking out for me in the ditches between Southwark and Dean, because they presumed I was in the ditch somewhere.
If you could leave no money to your children, just a set of life principles, what would they be?
Work hard, look after your family, and don't ask anybody what you wouldn't do yourself.
If you could live your life again, what, if anything, would you have done differently?
I would have gone to university. That was always my one big regret.
So what lesson have you learned from that? What would you tell somebody now?
That if you want to do something, then don't be put off. Stick at your guns and do it.
And knowing what you know now, what lesson have you learned from that, and what lesson would you share with others as a result of what you have learned?
I'm not sure I've got any great lessons for anybody. Do whatever you wish.
That's a lesson in itself, I think.
Get your aim and go for it.
Is there one last life principle that you'd like to give us now at the end of this fantastic summary?
It's past our bedtime.
One last pearl of wisdom that you'd like to share with the future Reading generations?
Oh gosh, I should come up with something
really profound.
Really profound here, don't I? Be loving and caring, and to a certain extent do what you want to do, but as long as it's not to the detriment of somebody else. Be your own person.
and work for the community.
Yeah, help others.
Excellent. Thank you very much. It's been brilliant to listen to it. I hope it's been enjoyable to do it.
I'm a bit worried Carol's got bored with it.
Thanks.
Excellent.
Finished yet?
Well,
Right. Thank you very much. That is the end of the Reading family interview for this generation.
We'll do another one. We'll do another one in 20 years when we're still here.
Excellent. We look forward to that one. You put a bit more thought into some of the questions next time.